tutorial on how to start vlogging. I'm doing this tutorial because you've all been asking me to give you tips, to tell you how to start. So if you are watching this tutorial, know that this is going to be great for people that want to get started, for people that have kind of started but need a bit more push, need a bit more guidance. And I also would like to say that in no means I actually feel that I am a super professional at vlogging, to be really honest. For me it comes very naturally, so I've just kind of learned some of the basics and then kind of rolled with it. I actually started learning a lot about vlogging with Amy Vlog Like a Boss. So I would really love you guys to look at her. She has a book, but look at her YouTube channel because it is amazing. And when I started vlogging and I wanted to learn a little bit of the ropes on how to start and whatnot, I actually did watch some of her videos and I do follow her on YouTube. So I just wanted to do a shout out to her because yay! Okay, so the first, so there's a couple of sections that I'm going to address today on this tutorial, and it's going to be, the first one is why vlogging, right? So the thing is, see how me and you are having this connection. You can see me, you can see my face, you can see what I look like, you can see my energy, you can get my personality. It's almost as good as being in person. Vlogging really allows you, video format content, just like TV, guys, it is just like TV, really allows you to really get in so close with the person, the face, what we are like, our energy, our message, the way we communicate. And for brand building, especially if you are brand building your personal brand or it's corporate / personal where you want to have a face, video vlogging, it is one of the best ways for you to get your image out there. Image, face, brand building, brand awareness of who you are. The cost of entry for vlogging is also amazing because it's free. If you have a phone, ding, or if you later want to buy a camera, anybody can start vlogging. So the benefits of vlogging, what else? It is a great way for you to put your message out there, for people to get to know you. So whatever industry that you are in, whatever niche that you are in, I have not yet even thought of what would be a niche where vlogging wouldn't work, because whatever it is, either it's fitness, either it's fashion, either it's beauty, either it's education, either even if it's banking, these days consumers want to get to know you. Let me see you. So having a face, either you because you're building a personal brand, or you are finding someone to represent your corporate brand, so he will be like an ambassador, the face of the brand, it is the best way for you to establish that personal connection with the consumers. So if you want to start building your brand and you are at that stage, this is amazing because you just pick up this camera and you just start. So why vlogging? It's a no-brainer. Another question, so I'm going to try and address a lot of the questions that I get asked. Hey Alex, does it need to be vlogging? Do I have to be in front of the camera? Do I need to have a persona because I'm shy? Okay. It doesn't have to be vlogging. It's just that vlogging indeed has lots of benefits. But if you really don't want to do vlogging and you've actually even explored having someone else being the face of your corporate brand, or you as a personal brand building, you don't want to show your face at all, of course it doesn't have to be vlogging. If you communicate really well as a writer and writing micro, macro, long form copy is your thing, then blog away and let blogging be your medium. It's just that vlogging definitely has a lot of benefits, more so than the other mediums. You know, you could be an amazing writer, but still I don't see your face, I just see that photograph, you know, I don't see your energy, I cannot get this closeness of when we are meeting almost face to face. So it does not have to be vlogging. I always say this to everybody, you have got to find the medium or mediums that most represent you and that you can put yourself across in your personality, in your vibe, in your energy, but ultimately that's going to allow you to put the message that you want out there in the best way. So Another question that I get asked a lot is, Alex, I am really shy. I don't know if I am a camera person. I'm not too sure because I am a little bit shy. So, okay, to you, if this is where you are at, this is what I'll have to try and help you with. First of all, with anything in our lives, we have to try. When I started vlogging, my first easing into vlogging was actually Snapchat. Snapchat is a great way for you to start with vlogging because of all those filters. Now you also have filters on Insta stories, so there you go. But okay, my personal preference, I love Snapchat and I do love their filters. So if you want to start vlogging, but you feel like you're shy and you're intimidated, there's no magic formula for you, but just starting. And the Snapchat filters and the Instagram filters, actually for me at the start, were a great way for me to not feel so shy. Because you can almost kind of like hide a little bit behind these filters. They don't make it so, whoa, it's a camera in my face and it feels really weird and awkward and everybody can see everything. The filters make it more fun. It kind of creates this mask element where if you are shy, it definitely helps. So if you are shy but you want to start vlogging, start vlogging with your filters and have fun with the filters, because I think that might just ease you in, and then you might even then see slowly as the time goes that you don't need these filters anymore, okay? And then if you are, okay, another question I get asked a lot is, do I need to be the face of my brand? Or what if it's a corporate brand, right? Because if it's personal building, personal branding, it's going to be your face, your pretty little face. But what if it's corporate? Does it have to be your face? What if you are the owner of your startup, of your company, but by no means you have the personality and the time and the enthusiasm to be the face? Then my recommendation for you is, you gotta find kind of like an ambassador, someone that can be the face, someone that has this natural enthusiasm. And when I say natural enthusiasm, what does that mean? It really needs to be someone that loves to communicate, someone that communication comes easy to them, that can talk about the things that your niche brand category is. Let's say it's sports, or like me, for example, social media marketing, whatever the segment of your business may be, that this person is comfortable talking about this topic, that this person is passionate about this topic, that this person feels connected with what you're doing. It can't just be like a very random stranger that's really not very much embedded into your brand beliefs, your brand principles, because when we are doing this, camera, everything is so transparent, which is why vlogging is so powerful. We can really feel a lot just because you're watching me on video. We can really see the authenticity if someone is being real about what they're doing and what they're saying. So you have got to find somebody that, start with your friends, your community, see if you have hardcore super fans in your community that would absolutely love to talk and represent you. Maybe they are already doing, you would be surprised. This is what happens more and more these days, is people love your brand so much, they become spokespersons because they're always talking about you on their social media to their friends. So you have got to find someone that is ready to go and represent you and be your face. And this is my best advice. And sometimes in business, especially if there's two of you running the business, most of the times it's always like one of you will be more outspoken and have this personality, and sometimes the other one is a bit more like the behind the scenes. There's a couple of things that I will definitely say that is really good for vlogging, is that, and I think that's just like native talent. You just have to have some sort of, you know, appeal, entertainment appeal, and I think that's, you know, that's something that's just being your genetics, you know, that you have to be a good speaker, you have to have some sort of charisma, you have to be entertaining, and people want to be drawn to you and see what you're doing. So there has to be, I think, a degree of charisma and entertainment for you to be in front of a, you know, a camera. And when I say camera, I'm really talking phone, because let me tell you guys, my vlogging, I started everything on here, everything, and I do almost everything here. And then I got myself a Canon G7X, which was my little investment so I could really do these YouTube videos for you. So this is kind of like a summary on, you know, why vlogging can be so beneficial for your brand, your personal brand. What about if you're not a personal brand and if you are a corporate brand and you have a company? Putting out vlogging material, of having someone represent your brand is great, because remember guys, consumers these days, we want to develop relationships with a face. So if you have a brand that's not personal brand, think about how you can develop a content strategy that will bring your followers, your consumers, your target audience that you're trying to reach much closer to you. We love people and we don't really love logos. We don't really have relationships with logos. If we do, let's say a brand like Puma or a brand like Nike, it's because they are doing a kick-ass job at bringing in amazing influencers. Also, their content is being so real and human that that's what we remember, that's what we hang on to, you know, because they represent beliefs, aspirational beliefs that I relate to, so I want to be associated with that. So that's that on this section. So I'm going to be moving on to the next section. Are you still with me? So I actually wanted to address a question that a lot of you asked me, and that is, I'm shy and I am very worried, or I'm concerned about what will people say when I start my vlogging. And I get a lot of this on your comments and on DMs. And this is my advice to you. You need to stop caring about what other people will say about you and judge you, because then you are putting all of that control on other people. If you are very confident about what you want to say, even if you're just starting out, this is your thing. Don't let other people control what you're doing. If I was to worry about a lot of the things that people told me, for example, a couple of years ago, someone said to me, "Oh, Alex, nobody in the industry is going to take you serious with, you know, this color hair." And look, it's actually turned out to be an awesome branding asset for me. So I think it's important for you to really choose whose opinion you trust, and let that be a very small circle of people, maybe one or two, you know, that you can really ask their opinion and hear their opinion, what they think. But don't let the opinion of others control the things that you really want to do. And if you feel it in you that you want to start vlogging, then just go for it. You know, the true people that support you and will understand will be by yourself. And the ones that don't, then they don't really care to understand what you're doing and respect you. Everybody is different. So I don't want you to get caught up in what are people going to say and what they're going to judge you. Because you know what? People are going to judge you anyway, either when you're succeeding, either when you might not be succeeding. This is all a game that you're playing with yourself, not with the other people. So no matter what, people will always say stuff. Just tune out the people that for you don't really matter a lot and don't have that much value. Okay, so I have everything written down. Okay, my next stage of this vlogging is going to be what type of vlogging. So the first part was why vlogging, so I've tried to address some of your questions there and explain to you the value of vlogging. Now I want to talk to you about what type of vlogging. So, you know, documentary style, which is documenting what you're doing, why you're doing, and your journey is a very popular trend right now. People are documenting what they're doing, which is a very awesome way to create real, authentic content. So you are creating content that is exactly documenting what you're doing versus creating very aesthetic type of video, produced type of video content. So documenting is a very cool style of vlogging. Another type of vlogging is this video that you are watching, and you know, there's a lot of vloggers that will do, you know, videos like this for, you know, like beauty influencers. They're doing beauty tutorials. Fitness industry does badass, you know, videos to show, you know, all the moves and training set. There's vloggers out there that do really cool humor skits, dancing videos, you know, if you're familiar with Lele Pons, for example, or Gary Vee for documentary style. So there's all sorts of different types of vlogging that you want to do. You want to definitely pick the one or the ones that fit what you're trying to do. In my case, I have a mix. I have a mix of this type of vlogging, which definitely takes a little bit more of producing time and editing time, even though I try to keep it as very like low-key as possible. And then I also have my documentary on my phone that I use to document my daily entrepreneur journey. So and then you can even take it even more further with your editing, right? So if you've got editing skills, or if you have videographers that you're working or collaborating with, your editing of your videos can really be up to you on your skills and the time that you want to put into it for the outcome that you want, okay? Another type of vlogging is, especially if you want to build your personal brand, is making sure that you are taking your camera, either your Canon camera or whatever other brand that you have, or your phone, and that when you go and do events, speaking, or whatever it is, like, so for example, in my case, when I go and do my speaking gigs, I always make sure that I have my camera set somewhere that is recording all of that content, so that I can then use it for later into snippets, into my social media content, or I can upload it all into my YouTube. So think about what things that you are doing in your niche that you can place your camera there and capture all of that content, so that you can then dice it into snippets of videos for your social content. Okay, all right, so what else do I want to say next? Now, next thing is, what do you need to start? Super basic. You need a phone. Literally, that's what you need. A phone of any form. Does not need to be fancy. Don't get fancy, y'all, but you can get fancy if you want. A phone is everything you need to start. I do so much. The phone will have a video app for you to record your videos. It will have Instagram, it will have YouTube. So you have all your apps on your phone for you to do your vlogging with your phone. And then, you know, the phone will also let you edit your video clips, and then the phone will have all these cool apps that I'm going to talk about soon, where you can actually even edit all from your phone. Most of my editing is done on my phone, except when I'm doing videos like this, where I definitely then put it into Imovie and I do some light editing. Okay, so a phone is one of your best equipments, obviously, that you can just start. Then I love these, this Gorilla tripod. Can you see? It literally holds onto anything. It can stay like this. It can grab onto chairs. It can grab onto anything, which this is so perfect. It's also really good because you can buy this extra little tool thing that that you screw on top. So you're going to screw this on top and you plug in your phone, and you can, you know, if you want to do this, which could be cool, if you want to do this, if you want to use this as a handheld for events, this could be awesome, you know. It gives you more control and more steadiness when you are recording. So if you want to do like some cool shots, some moving shots, if this is an event stuff that you're filming, or maybe it's a cooking show that you're filming, the cooking being made, sports, you can apply this to any niche basically, right? It just gives you a lot more stability. If you're doing a live, an Insta live, this is great for gripping. And then obviously the Gorilla Pod's legs are super flexible and bendy, and they attach into anything. Another hidden tip from me is, this is awesome when I'm recording my podcast, because I just put this on my, I put this like this, like on my desk, and I just then record my podcast like this, which is awesome. Okay, you can then unscrew, oh, and there's different lengths of this tripod. There's an awesome shop in Mall of Emirates where I get all of my equipment. It's on the top floor near the decoration shops. I don't remember the name, but it's like the only little shop there. You can then unscrew this. This comes off, and you can put your camera. So I can't really show you because I'm using the camera. My camera is the Canon G7X, which is like the top vlogging apparently camera. If you're gonna buy a camera, I really love this camera. It is so basic, so simple. I never had to play around with the settings because it just automatically captures the best light. Like this is like really good light, and I don't have anything extra. I just have a awesome window that's coming out with good light. It does have a really good microphone that picks up good sound. It's ready to go. It has that flip screen, so I can see the screen and I can look at the screen. And yeah, so Canon G7X for me has been the best investment that I made this year. And also memory cards, extra batteries. Get yourself one of these so that you can transfer your files way easy into your phone. But the Canon has an app that comes that you download into your phone. So for me, this is amazing, because as soon as I create content on my Canon, I can then transfer it via built-in Wi-Fi from the Canon into my phone. So I have access to the video files and the pictures right away on my phone, and I right away do the editing on my phone using some cool apps that I'm gonna share with you next. What more equipment do I have? I have a tripod, which you can see now, that I bought. I definitely advise you to get a tripod, because tripods are great for stability, and they're adjustable in height, and they are just awesome for you to have. So you have a camera. If these are not going to be enough, I definitely recommend this and a bigger tripod that it's adjustable. This for the phone. And so without this, it looks like this, and you plug in your camera on here. What more equipment? Okay, so I think this is all that I have. Like, for me, I obviously love to get like the best equipment that's gonna help me, but I'm not fancy that I need to get all the perfect equipment. If I was to recommend more equipment, which is what's on my next list to buy, would be microphones. So I don't know yet what microphones. I have an idea. If you want to really look at badass equipment recommendations, I would go and follow D-Rock, who is Gary Vaynerchuk's videographer, and he has an article on his best equipment that he uses for his documentary style, and he did recommend the microphones in there, and I want to see what those are. Why do you want to have microphones? Okay, because the built-in microphone that the camera has can only hear you so far, right? So if you are having if I'm speaking at a stage and the camera is that far away, you're not going to get good video quality. What if I just bumped into someone and I want to interview them and I want to get that right away? I can have that microphone with me right away, which is going to allow me to capture that sound. So, but mainly for when you're having video capturing, vlogging, where you're not close to the camera, so the sound is not good, I really then advise you to get some good microphone. Okay, let's talk about what apps do I use to edit my vlogging. So I definitely use Imovie. I am in no means whatsoever an expert. Everything I know in terms of apps and editing, I am completely self-taught myself. So yeah, Imovie is amazing. Really simple, straightforward editing. Also, YouTubeBuddy, which is a software that you integrate with YouTube, lets you do some really cool editing too, and select more frames, and it has a bit of an editing suite where you can, get a little bit more creative with your fonts and the colors and how you want that look and feel of your cover to look. It's really important to pay attention to the details of what is the cover of your vlog on YouTube, because that's the first thing that people see when they're looking at all of those other videos, and what will make them click on yours. So always get creative and original with picking up the best cover and then how you want to have that copy. Now you're probably thinking, oh Alex, is it a must-to-have copy on my cover slides? I think so, because it gives me a call to action into what that video is. Careful with clickbaits. They can be annoying. I think they just need to be used with some, common sense, because if it's always clickbaiting, it can be pretty annoying, I think. So just, use it with common sense. So video editing on my desktop, I will use Imovie and I will use YouTubeBuddy. And then on my phone, I have 3 apps. I will try to show you on screen that are the ones that I use the most. I will trim my videos And these will be videos that I have gotten from the Canon camera, or maybe videos that I have done on my phone. I will edit them using the built-in edit feature on the phone. And then if I want to create cool ways of having my video edit, I use these 3 apps. I don't know if it's going to show because sometimes this zooming in is not the best. So I have 3 apps, and that's Vont, Fonto, and Videoshop, and Instasiza. These 4 apps here are my go-to apps to do lots of video and image editing on my phone. What else? And that's really it in terms of my editing apps. Okay, so next I thought I would share with you guys some really cool angle tips on how you could do your vlogging on the go. Okay, ready? Give you some tips on how you could do vlogging with your phone. What are the types of angles that you could do? So okay, I'm gonna try not to fall. So this angle of having the phone in front of you like this when you are vlogging can be a little bit daunting and scary, and a lot of people that I've spoken with think that this is the only way that they have to vlog, which is having the phone in front of them, which can be a little bit like in your face. So, but it is one type of vlogging where you can be walking and you could be vlogging with your phone in front of you like this. But that can be sometimes a little intimidating. So here's another angle that you could do. You could be walking and you could be looking to the side. So here you have a side view. What is cool about the side view is that it gives more dynamic into what is around you, and you can look at the camera, and then you can also look ahead, and then you can also look back. And also you could use these buttons on the iPhone to actually control the camera, giving you more freedom with how you hold your phone. See, here we go. I am walking and I am talking and I am vlogging, and I'm like, from here you can move it more to this angle, so you're not totally like this, it's not totally in front of you, it's actually like halfway, and that's really comfortable way to vlog because I am just looking over there. There you go. Another angle for you to vlog could be from up here, so let me adjust my camera so maybe you can see more. So I can be vlogging like this. I can be walking and I can be looking up. So you're gonna have to experiment and see if you like this angle. This angle has a smart hack, which is when I'm doing this, you can see most of my outfit. So if you're a fashionista or you want to show off what you're wearing, doing this type of angle, it's actually cool because you can see pretty much from head to toe what I'm wearing. It definitely gives you a close-up in your face, so that's pretty cool. Another angle is from bottom down. There is people that do vlog like this, and it can be an option where you're vlogging down. I don't know if you guys can see. So I'm walking and I've got my phone at the bottom here. I don't know if it's the most sexy type of angle because you might get like that double chin, but it definitely gives you a little bit of a secretive angle type of thing of what's going on. What else? I think these are some of the angles that I've totally experimented with. I did start very much like this, and then from here I went on into this, and I do really like this angle. You can also, many times if you are in the documentary style, you can leave your phone somewhere, or if you have arrived at a shop, it's really cool if you just like hold the phone down like this, like, okay, and then you do your stuff and the footage is getting still captured of what's going on, and that's pretty cool. You have to experiment with all of these angles for you to find which one that makes you feel more comfortable with. And also, if you are very much into aesthetics, you want to then find which one is your best angle. It's important it really depends on how you are into the aesthetics of your vlogging, right? I have an idea. I know what are my best angles. I do like always my hair a little bit to the side, but I'm pretty much just on the go, so I pretty much don't care much. But if you really want to make sure that you are, you know, getting all the elements right, work out what are the best angles that you like, work out how you want to have your hair. If you are doing brand building, either if it's corporate or either if it's personal, there's lots of things that it's important to take in consideration, which are, for example, the colors that you wear, your clothing, your makeup, even the color of your lipstick, your hair, all of the nails, because when we are vlogging and we are talking, people get very up and close with us. So funny enough, people do look at these things, and all of these things put together help you give you a brand image of who you are. So it's important to pay attention to these things and just keep them in mind. And repetition, building a brand image, it's very much a repetition business, because this is how we get it ingrained that, oh, turquoise hair, okay, that's it. Oh, the association of maybe red lips and turquoise, that's brand colors. These are my examples, but all of you will have your own examples that you need to think of, and all these details really matter. I also totally advise you guys to mix it all up from time to time, because consumers love change. Consumers love something new. We love the surprise element of, oh, today it's all black and white, that's funny, or today it's with a particular filter. So talking about filters, definitely experiment with filters. Either you'll hate them or you'll love them. You can definitely bring in some of your Snapchat vlogs into your Instagram, but not too much. Make sure that you do very different type of vlogging on Snapchat and Instagram. Otherwise, what's the point of being in the two platforms, right? Let me think, what else would I want to say about angle tips. When it comes to you shooting other people and you are documenting them, definitely I think do a little bit of a pre-run so you know what you need to do, what is going to happen. In my case, when I do conferences or events, I make sure that I tell my team where more or less I'm going to be, if I'm going to be moving around a lot, so the team kind of knows how much they need to be moving around, or if it's a pretty stable place that I'm going to be at always. So if you are going to be doing vlogging for social media for somebody else at an event or something like that, make sure that you ask the questions of what is the space that you're going to be at, are you going to be moving, standing up, sitting down, so that the people that are doing some vlogging maybe for social media coverage kind of know what to expect during that session. What else do I want to talk about? Vlogging tips. I think I've gone through a lot of it. We've done why vlogging, what type of vlogging, what do you need to start, editing apps to edit, angle tips, and okay, some things like, hey Alex, these I get asked, how often shall I vlog? There's not a wrong answer. You can vlog as much as you want, but this is what I need you guys to think about. Anybody can vlog, right? But what really matters that you need to pay attention to is my content interesting enough? Are people enjoying what I'm vlogging about? You need to work out, is your content interesting enough, fun enough, educational enough that people are giving you their attention? For you to have these answers, you need to be consistent in what your content creation is. So you can't do one video and then disappear for a few months and then come back again and then expect people to still remember you. Remember that consistency and frequency is the key, because there's so much content creators out there creating so much good content that you are in constant competition. Right next to you, there will be somebody with a very similar idea in the same niche as you, doing something most probably similar to you, and maybe they might just be having more charisma and fun, or maybe they're just posting their content more frequently, which will then beat your ass. So these are the key takeaways that I want you to take away from vlogging. Yes, start vlogging if you feel you have something to say and to share. Are you not sure yet what? So then document instead of creating. Do you want to document and create? go right ahead. The two styles are there for you. Make sure that you're keeping your content super varied in style and fresh so that you can have a good mix, so you can start understanding what is it that people love the most. Keep it frequent, keep it consistent. Is it daily? Is it weekly? What is it? Whatever that is, make it very consistent. Leverage the tools and the apps that you have, like Instagram, like Snapchat, like YouTube, Insta stories, Facebook stories. There's so many mediums for you to be vlogging and documenting. It is amazing for brand building, either personal or corporate. It is the best way for people to get close to you, to get to know you, understand your vibe, see your face, your energy, your personality, what you're all about. So don't be afraid. Don't be worried about what other people say. I've just remembered of another thing. Okay, I think this is by far the most asked question. I don't even know how come I don't have it written down. So I get asked this so much, which is like, I'm about to start vlogging, and then I'm looking around, and then I get very self-conscious because I am trying to find a place to vlog, and then I see lots of people that are gonna be staring at me. I get asked this a lot, like, Alex, how do you just vlog in the street? Do you not feel shy or worried that people are looking at you and that you're looking weird? This is what I need you to understand. The way that the world is changing, it has even changed, guys, is that we are communicating everything from this thing called phones. Phones is just a medium for us to communicate, and just wait a couple of years because phones ain't even gonna exist. It's all gonna be virtual. So a phone is the most natural medium these days for us to be vlogging, for me to be sending a picture, for me to be sending a video message. So this is how the world is. This is how we are communicating with people. I can be sending a vlog to my best friend in Brazil or New York, which is half across the world from where I am in Dubai. This is just how amazing technology is. So this is where we are at in the world. So if you are in the street and you want to do vlogging, and you want to do, and you feel like you have something to say, or you want to vlog it, the worst thing you can do, which is totally going to put you off, is before you go ahead and do it, is look around. The moment you do that, you're already creating a block, because you are going to see that there's people in the streets, and then you're gonna start feeling self-conscious, and then it's gonna start feeling weird, and then that's it. You've already created that block. I don't even look at who is around me and if it's okay. I don't need their permission to communicate. I don't need to be looking around to see who is looking at me. Thing is, they are going to look, because most people will be looking at you because you're talking to the phone, but that's normal. Actually, even saying that, I think a lot of people these days don't even look anymore, because it's such a normal way for us to communicate. So the worst thing you can do is to look at who is looking. That will already create a block for you. So please, please, please don't do that. If you then need to find a place, that's okay. I just walk from wherever I am. But if you want to find a better place that's a little bit more hidden or has a cool background, think about background sometimes. If you want to have a cool background, a cool color behind you, that's cool. If you want to look for a cool space background, do that, you know, but just don't get caught up on like, oh, now the people are staring at me. Just block them. Don't pay attention to that. Find your spot, find your angle, and just go for it. These people owe you nothing. Like, don't get so caught up about that. So I think I've covered everything that I think I could share with you guys on my journey of vlogging. Like I said at the start, there's so many big vloggers out there that I think are way, like, I in no way whatsoever consider myself a super professional vlogger. I just do it. And I just use my instincts, and then I did some learnings, and I've been applying some of those learnings, and then I kind of always try to work out how to best edit, how to best publish, and I'm just always like optimizing and learning as I go, and that's just how I do my vlogging. So I've literally shared, I think, everything with you that I could possibly share in terms of my own tips. This is going to help you get started. If you have started, I hope that you got even more tips to help you take your stuff to the next level. If you have questions, I would love for you to drop them below on the comments. If you have what you would say more advanced type of questions, I don't know, the nitty-gritty of the editing, or some, I don't know, equipment questions, totally would love to hear from you. So just get those questions on the comments. If you really love this video, I would love it if you would totally subscribe to my channel. And if you'd leave me a thumbs up, that would be awesome. And because that's my only way to know that you guys are rocking these videos, which means I need to make more time to make more for you. You know where to catch me: Insta stories, daily vlogging, documentation of my journey, and lots of social media marketing tips there. If you haven't looked at my previous videos, there's lots of tutorials for you to look at. And I can't wait to see you all in January for Masterclass 4.0. Boom! Thank you so much for watching me on YouTube. Love you. Mwah.